Yes.
All right, time is now 6:35 p.m. Harvey Public Library District regular board meeting Thursday, April 10, 2025. Roll call.
Trustee Angela Taylor, absent. Trustee Shawana Morgan,
Here.
trustee Shamika Price,
Present.
trustee Chappelle Hooks,
Here.
secretary Felicia Powell Johnson is here, vice president Keith Price,
Present.
president Anthony McCaskill.
Yeah,
Noted trustee Angela Taylor is walking in at
6:35.
6:35 p.m.
Rule number 3, audience participation. Any audience participation? None being. Number 4, treasury report.
I don't have a treasurer's report.
We'll table the treasury report. Approval of the March 13, 2025 minutes.
Second, the table of the treasurer's report.
Yeah, we'd like to table this, so roll call.
Treasurer Angela Taylor,
Here.
we're tabling the treasurer's report because you don't have it.
Oh, right. And then you made a motion.
I made a motion.
And I
And
second.
she seconded it. So we do a roll call.
Yeah, I just want to ask a question real quick. Did they not give you a treasurer's report? Have you spoken to the gentleman that put together the treasurer's report?
Oh, no, they don't have online access yet. So we wait for the bank to give online access to be able to pull reports. What I did last month is I actually went to the bank and pulled the bank statements.
Cool.
Trustee Shawana Morgan,
Abstain.
trustee Tamika Price,
No.
treasurer Chappelle Hooks.
Wait, but what is this for?
We're treasuring the treasurer.
You mean tabling?
Table,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought we were on minutes.
Excuse
Yes,
me?
I thought we were on minutes, I'm sorry, yes.
Okay. Secretary Felicia Powell Johnson, yes. Vice President Keith Price,
Aye.
President Anthony McCaskill.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Approval of the March 13, 2025 minutes. I just got these, so make a table. I'll make a motion to table the March 13, 2025 minutes.
I-
Second motion.
Tamika Price, second. Trustee Angela Taylor. Here. Trustee Shawana Morgan.
Abstain.
Trustee Tamika Price.
Yes.
Treasurer Chappelle Hooks.
Yes.
Secretary Felicia Powell Johnson, yes. Vice President Keith Price.
Aye.
President Anthony McCaskill.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Number 6, approval of the bills list. Board make a motion to approve $67,057.43 for the, this would be the March 2025 bills. Roll
I'd
call.
like to make some, how are we approving the bills list when we just got invoices at 6/26? And nobody's been able to look at these invoices. So how are we motioning and we seconding? And
The board agreed, trustee Morgan, a while back, that
at
the
6 o'clock they'll
invoices,
be available,
no,
and they were not.
that the board will have the invoices available for review at the board meeting. And the reason.
And I was here
Can I
at
finish?
6 o'clock and they were not available.
And at the, well, that's not true, because we said at the finance committee meeting that we can have, but anyway.
What you say that's not true, that I was here at 6 o'clock and they weren't
No,
available?
that's not what I'm saying. It's more, I'm not gonna go.
Okay, go ahead, I'll listen.
Okay, so I let you get yours out, I'm gonna get mine out. And so the reason why we stopped emailing the invoices is because we had people, I don't know who, but people were giving the information out and people in different areas were taking the account numbers and trying to open up account numbers. I mean, accounts with like AT&T and things like that. And so that's why we decided to have them to be a variable. Huh? So what?
Isn't that trying to do that?
Oh, that's when we found out we had all them cell phones that, we never approved.
So couldn't we have, yeah, when was this voted on? Because you could have even just highlighted that, took out the invoice numbers or the account numbers. To just not have invoices available for trustees to view before a meeting is there wrong.
Okay.
And like I said, I just got these at 6:26, how are we voting on them? And some of us just came in here, how are we voting on something that we haven't even looked at?
But we have, an actual, ledger of all the bills that was emailed out. I got a motion, you got a second.
I
Roll
have a
call.
question.
Angela Treasurer,
Hold on, yes.
Angela Taylor.
Hold on, we got a discussion.
Discussion.
Yeah.
I had a question, that, again, I haven't looked at the two invoices, but I had a question on the Concentra bill. Looks like we're paying a reimbursement for medical expenses for an employee.
That's for the background checks and drug tests.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then for the invoice for the security,
Mm-hmm.
do you know offhand, I mean, I can look for it, but do you know offhand what period of time that's
That was for the month of March.
for the month of March?
Mhm.
So that was almost,
Well, it'll be split, it'll be March, some of February and then some of March.
okay, because I was gonna say it's double the amount of two temporary employees for the security
It's 6,600 and
in Robert County.
it's 79.
Those are the only, there was one other, yeah, that's on, give me 1 second. I know I asked this before, but what is the, I feel like I ask it every meeting too, what is unique? The vendor for
You say unique?
unique, yeah. It says placements, like do they do lettering for the doors or? I see the invoices here, one is, they just say placements. I don't know what it's a placement for.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have staff, anybody?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
It's like $185 and it's like 6 or 7 of them.
Well, it also said the due date's in 24, except for the last.
Yes, it does. Says for 2024.
So I was paying for something for a year ago.
What is it?
Oh,
You found the invoice?
yeah, I see the invoice. I'm assuming that it has something to do with the, tied to our website maybe? I don't know. It gives like statistics and average monthly recurring cost. I really never know what I have. Those are all the questions I have.
All right, so we got more.
I have a question on Centra. Do we have some employees that had a work comp case or something?
That's the question I just asked.
Oh,
is the-
yeah, well, that's work comp.
That, you
That's
said it
what
was a
Century
drug
is.
test. The pre-employment drug test?
Yeah. Create point drug test.
And then we also, we have an IT person that we're paying. Why is our consultants billing almost, looks like for the same thing? President,
You said what?
our consultant is billing for IT
How can a consultant that's not an IT professional bill for IT?
processes.
Maybe-
So,
maybe-
I
maybe
don't
could-
know.
maybe
IT
could it
and
be-
electronic equipment cleanup process, that's what the invoice says.
Yeah, the cleanup process, that's not actually doing IT work. That means they're working hand in hand with the IT person to take care of the business.
That's not what it says though.
Okay.
So my question to you was, ongoing investigation into third-party IT, high-risk closure accounts, on-site phone consultation. And then also, I just wanted to let the secretary, we also are paying for secretary's work, which is recording meeting minutes. I want to give our secretary Robert's Rule of Order, which our bylaw states, and we go off our bylaws. You should be doing the agenda, you should be doing meeting minutes. Nobody else should be doing that.
It wasn't done by Chappelle Hooks, so it wasn't referred to
We
me.
ain't talking about Chappelle, we talking about you.
Well, don't come to me like that.
I just want
You
to
got
make
the
sure you
wrong
know.
one. You got
Just
the
want
wrong
to make
one.
sure you know.
Order.
So you're violating OMA. when
I'm
you
not
don't
violating
do your
anything.
meeting.
Okay, order.
Next.
Hold on, we got a motion, a second for the bills list.
Trustee Treasurer, wait a minute, Angela
Hold on,
Taylor.
she got a
I
question.
got a question. So for this unique, it states here 185.40, but it states the check is 144.20.
We don't cut the checks, so we gotta ask Brett there, I'm not sure.
Yeah, so that's not right. I need to see, I need to look at this.
Do we want to amend the motion until we find out what that's for? Because it seems like it's something old, it's from last year.
I guess, I mean, that's
I mean, unless
the
somebody
pleasure of the
you know
board.
what it's for?
No, I was texting Sam to come in here and
He
verify.
just walked in.
Oh, he had brought some paper, he had picked up some paper or something? Oh, okay, I know, I seen him.
Do you know what the unique invoices are for?
It's a debt collector for any, fees that we get from books. So like if somebody owes debt and they don't pay it, that's who does that.
Got it, okay, thank you.
Any other questions? So we got a motion and a second, roll call.
Treasurer Angela Taylor.
Yes.
That's trustee.
Trustee. Trustee Shawana Morgan.
No,
Trustee Tamika Price.
It's already there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Treasurer Chappelle Hooks.
What is this for?
For your
Bill.
No. Secretary Felicia Powell Johnson, yes. Vice President Keith Price.
Aye.
President Anthony McCaskill.
Yes.
Motion carried.
We got announcements, correspondence and announcements, any correspondence and announcements? Sorry.
President, we received a letter about from the Office of the Attorney General, April 2nd, regarding an OMA request for review for PAC 2025, PAC 85089 and 2025 PAC 85921. There's a letter issued, and it says, this determination is issued pursuant to section 3.5E of the Open Meetings Act. I won't read the citations. For the reasons explained below, the Public Access Bureau concludes that the Harvey Public Library District Board of Trustees did not violate OMA by denying Ms. Shawana Morgan the opportunity to remotely attend the board's January 5th, 2025 and March 13th, 2025 meetings. It continues, in a request for review submitted on February 3rd, 2025, Ms. Morgan alleged that the board improperly prohibited her from attending meetings on August 13th, 2024 and January 5th, 2025 via telephone. In particular, she cited her disability as a reason for requesting remote participation under section 7A, 7B, and 7C of OMA. On February 2025, this office sent a copy of the request for review to the board and asked to provide a detailed written answer to Ms. Morgan's allegations concerning the January 5th, 2025 meeting. On March 17, the board's legal counsel provided a written response. On March 18th, 2025, the response was forwarded to Ms. Morgan. She replied on March 24th, 2025. She also submitted another request for review, 2025 PAC 85921, asserting that the board violated OMI by improperly prohibiting from virtually attending its March 13th, 2025 meeting. Continues, as a threshold matter, Ms. Morgan alleges that the board violated her constitutional rights and state and federal statutes by not permitting her to attend meetings remotely. Section 7 of the Attorney General Act, however, limits public access counselors' authority to resolve disputes concerning alleged violations of the OMA and the Freedom of Information Act. Accordingly, this office's review is limited to addressing whether the board violated the OMA. The Open Meetings Act provides public agencies exist to aid in the conduct of people's business, and the intent of the act is to assure the agency action be taken openly and that the deliberations be conducted openly. Gosnell versus Hogan. In order for a member of the public body to attend a public meeting that means other than physical presence, the procedure requirements set forth must be first met. Sections 7A, 7B, and 7C.
This person here.
Of OMA provide a relevant part.
Can't give a resume. It's a personal issue, sorry.
A, if a quorum of the members of the public body is physically present as required by section 2.01, a majority of the public body may allow a member of that body.
You can't give a resume, go before.
No, I'm not.
Okay, but you can't give a resume. That's personnel. It's executive session.
To the meeting by other means if a member is prevented from physically attending because of a personal illness or disability. 2, employment or purposes or businesses of the public body. 3, family or other emergency. Or 4, unexpected child care obligations. Other means is by video or audio conference. B, if a member who wishes to attend a meeting by other means, the member must notify the recording secretary or clerk of the public body before the meeting unless advance notice is impractical. Majority of the public body may allow a member to attend a meeting by means other in accordance with and to the extent allowed by rules adopted by the public body. The rules must conform to the requirements and restrictions of this section, may further limit to the extent to which attendance by other means is allowed and may provide for the giving of additional notice to the public or further facilitate public access to the meetings. In the board's response to this office, the board attorney stated that the board properly exercised its discretion. Accordingly, pursuant to the bylaws and the use of the auxiliary verb may in section 7A of the OMA, the library board has discretion to choose whether to allow a trustee to attend a library board meeting by video or legal conference. The library board can choose to do so if a quorum is physically present, but is not required to do so required by OMA to do so. In her reply, Ms. Morgan states the library board's bylaws state that the board may allow a member to attend remotely, but this language does not override state law. The board's discretionary application of rule appears to conflict with OMA, which explicitly permits remote participation for individuals with a disability. The primary objective when construing the meaning of the statute is to ascertain good meaning to the extent of the General Assembly, Deluna versus Burciaga. The most reliable indicator of legislative intent is statutory language given its plea in order in their meeting. Gaffney versus Board of Trustees of Oregon Fire Protection District. Legislative use of the word may is generally regarded as indicating a permissive or direct reading, whereas the use of the word shall is generally considered to express the mandatory reading, people versus reading. The language in section 7A and 7C of OMA provide that the majority of the public body may allow a member to attend by other means is permissive, not mandatory. Therefore, a public body is not required to permit a member to attend a meeting remotely, even if that member is unable to attend the meeting in person because of one of the reasons enumerated in section 7A. Because the plain language OMA gives public bodies direction on whether to permit members to participate remotely, the board did not violate OMA by denying Ms. Morgan's request to attend the January 5th, 2025 and March 13th, 2025 meetings by video or audio. The Public Access Counselor has determined that the resolution of these matters should not require the issuance of a binding opinion. This letter closes the file. Continues very truly, Matthew Regina, Senior Assistant Attorney General.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a correspondence or announcement. On April 4th at 8:26 a.m. After that message, Mr. Matthew sent me a mass email. Ms. Morgan, you may want to file a complaint with the Illinois Department of Human Rights, see below, and he instructed me to do so, and I have done so.
Number 8, staff reports. Staff, you got any reports? Sam, you can go first.
In addition to what I put in my report, there was someone that called for seasonal work. I have a copy of the resume, but I don't know for sure if we still do that. He was working with us 2 years ago, and he was asking to come back. There's someone is trying to basically do a reading boot camp for like an hour every 2 days, 2 hours a week, 2 days a week in the summer. I will have that written up for you once you get like the proposal back for me. The TCA agreement I gave to you guys, that's a notice from them. I have not got the linkage agreement back yet. The Easter plan is in motion, but if we get more people, we may need a bigger budget. And that's all I got for right now.
Ms. Morris.
Well, my report probably extensive because, I want to talk about, first of all, I want to thank everybody for putting trust in me and allowing me to, serve as the administrator of the Harvey Public Library District. Through this period of time, I've been going through a bunch of roller coasters, but that's neither here nor there. I have been very, I'm trying to make sure that I take care of things and shit things run smoothly around here, trying to work together with other people. And so far, I believe I've done, I'd say, half a decent job. In the interim, I've learned pretty much the whole business around about how to run the library and what we should do. My goal now is to learn the various deliverables in which we have reports that's due annually, and there are some reports that are due on a quarterly basis. I have been talking with various people, like Karen Egan, Karen Goya, networking with South Holland Public Library, Kristen, forgive me, I'm nervous, Kristen Rayford. I have been putting together various, well, I've actually been looking at a lot of different public libraries to find out how to implement a better policy for renting out the space here at the Harvey Public Library. I have generated my own tickler file, which I have, I had a conversation with Ms. K Kitty Culture, the daycare director at Kitty Culture, and I told her she could reach out to me anytime if she needed something. In fact, they are trying to get back into the library in May, in the beginning of May. I'm gonna reach back out to her and let her know, get her time. Also, I met with the guys that play chess, and they had some concerns. The concerns was they want to do 2 tournaments a year. And it's not just for them, it's open chess. It's open chess tournament, they want to do open chess tournament. And they was asking that the library take the cost of the, I guess, the trophies, if you will. They said it happened before, and they were wondering if they can get that going again. In the month, I don't know if I should give this report or not, but I am. But in the month of, first of all, I have learned how to, working on the IPLAR, and it's due September 30th, right?
Yeah.
And since then, we've also did the
report for the IT grant.
The grant report, and it was one other report. Was that with Swan?
Yeah, it was a certification.
Certification. So I've already learned how, thanks to Ms. Spencer, how to do the SWAN certification and the grant report. What else I have? Since, first of all, I want to thank Mr. Hens, who's been by my side. He took me around, he showed me around how to do different things. Dr. McCaskill, she gave my verbal orientation. He gave me my physical orientation. What I mean by that, he walked me around, showed me the ropes, tried to get my feet wet. If I asked him to help me, he helps me with certain things. But And I want to say thank you again. I already told you, we're gonna take care of y'all, I'm gonna take care of y'all, but let's leave it at that. But yes, he's been very instrumental in me learning what I need to learn around here. As far as my report is concerned,
That wasn't a report. You a little long-winded, but go ahead.
I'm sorry, my statistical.
Gotcha.
Okay, for the month of March, we had 704 patrons, 34 with reference questions, directional questions was 165. Computer usage was 287, seniors that came in was 80, that's 31. College students was 35, phone calls 122, the copies was 106. Checkouts was 23, study rooms 27, library cards was 28, fax 29, and 1 laminate. And the total revenues for the month of March was $287.69. That ends my report.
Thank you. Under number 9, no new business. Oh, sorry, we do have new business. I need a motion to, or I'm gonna make a motion to approve the engagement of Isaac Miller for the Harvey Public Library District search action item.
Excuse me.
Harvey's got record, sir?
Yeah.
So we, I think we heard back that they weren't accepting a,
Go back to it.
this one instead. One theory, but I know it's not one.
Yeah.
I'd like to let the board know, so all job vacancies shall be advertised in local media, and this is from our bylaws, section 101. And such state and national media will be appropriate. Also, local residents shall be given preference in employment. We have not done either. Just so before you guys go trying to get a search firm, we should be posting this on, according to our bylaws, local media. And also in the library, any positions.
Okay, so we'll table the new business. Old business, any old business? None?
Executive session?
We got any executive session?
Table the business, who's seconding?
I second.
Well, it was never a motion, so, well, we can go ahead and go with it. So I made a motion.
Yeah.
She seconded it.
What, old business?
You need to hear it.
Right, you change the paper. Oh, research.
There's no way.
Okay. Treasurer Angela Taylor. Yes.
Trustees.
Trustee Shawana Morgan.
What do we take?
What you just asked us to table for the,
I
research.
would say table it.
We tabled it.
We're tabling, new business number 8, letter A.
Yes.
Trustee Tamika Price.
Yes.
Treasurer Chappelle Hooks.
Yeah.
Secretary Felicia Powell Johnson, yes. Vice President Keith Price.
Aye.
President Anthony McCaskill.
Yes. Number
Motion
10.
table.
Number 10, old business. There is none. We don't have anything in second session, do we?
We should.
That's all we do.
What do we got?
What is that? One?
Appointment, coordinate,
Oh,
conversation.
no, that's just on the, that's always on there.
Yeah, I make a motion to go on executive session.
Second.
Pursuant to,
Pursuant to the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or discipline of a specific employee of public body or legal counsel for a public body pursuant to 5 ILSC S 120/2C1 at 7:03.
Second.
Roll call.
Treasurer Chappelle Hooks. Yes. Trustee Tamika Price.
Yes.
Vice Trustee Shawana Morgan.
Abstain.
Angela Taylor.
Yes.
Felicia Powell Johnson, yes. Vice President Keith Price.
Aye.
President Anthony McCaskill.
Yep.
Motion carried at 7:04 p.m. For executive session.
Stuff together.
Ain't got nothing else to do today, do we? Got nothing else to do. Phil?
You better wrap it up, because when I was walking, right there, my whole thing spoiled up the next day.
What's happening? Trustee, I forgot to mention, I think these two people are inside of them.
Oh, yeah, my daughter said she's gonna, she went to Frank Robinson.
And we have that, that's my time. Thank you. How's your mom?
How you doing? Oh, good.
Up there this week, they don't know who's on this I am. Yes, thank you, Vice Chancellor.
Thank you.